Hi,
Oh my god.
how are you?
I'm doing great. Fall break for my college. It's the last day. So I'm in my childhood home.
Oh, nice. Where's home?
Westchester County.
Oh, okay, cool.
I'm
So
semi
when you go back
upstate.
to school, you're in my childhood home because I'm from Long Island.
I know. It is of it and it's really fun. So how about I introduce my guest now? I'm a huge fan of this person. He is a singer, songwriter, artist, and performer based in the city. He was on season 27 of The Voice on Kelsey Ballerini's team, and he is just an amazing human. He's like a unicorn in real life to me because I know. Oh my god. I'm really socially awkward with these introductions. Like, give it up for my guest today, Dan Kiernan!
Thank you. That
Oh
was
my
the best
god.
introduction I've ever gotten, so thank you.
Yeah, I always have to put some enthusiasm to my faves, so
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
yeah, so let's get started, shall we?
Yes, I'm so excited to be on here.
Yeah. So let's get started. So as you mentioned, you grew up on Long Island. So like how did you get started with like music and singing and everything?
So I started performing, I started acting because my best friend's brother did children's theater and acting. And I guess he noticed by the way me and my friends were always playing pretend that I was a little more theatrical and over the top than everybody else. So he pulled my mom aside one day and was like, I think Danny is supposed to be on stage. So he kind of gave me that initial push. And then I had a music teacher when I played in like the band in, I guess, elementary school. And she could tell by the way that I played the saxophone and the way I was always humming that I could sing. And she, like, I was helping another guy in the band learn one of the songs. And she was like, wait, I can tell you can sing. Like, we talked about this on the show, but she's like, I can hear that you can sing by the way you're just teaching the music. So she kind of really pulled me under her wing and like really like taught me how to sing. And when the band would play, she would let me sing with the band instead of play the saxophone. And she really pushed me.
Hey, I love that. Like
Yeah.
yeah, I've like I sing too. Like I sing like all the time whenever I get the chance and like I remember like this I sang in my high school talent show, sang at my graduation. I'm a fellow BOCES alumna, but I went to Rockland BOCES. I was a special education student.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah. I mean, I always say that I was like born to be a performing arts high school kid, but I was forced to be in special education because of my disability and stuff like that. You know,
And now you get to do a little bit of everything.
yes, I sing in my college practice rooms all the time, like private karaoke sessions. Like
Yes.
it's really fun. Like and recently I have some story time lore. You noticed me singing Pink Pony Club, one of my favorite songs of all time, at karaoke night on TikTok. I'm still not over
Yes.
that.
Well, I love that song. So when I saw you singing
Yes.
it, I was so excited. You
Uh,
sounded amazing. And your energy, you were
oh
working that whole room.
my god.
Because it's
That
not
means
just about the voice. The voice is amazing, but if you can perform and get the crowd into it, I think that is just as important. And you were,
like
and the confidence that you were strutting around that room.
oh my
You killed
god.
it.
Oh my god. Okay, I might cry right now because
No.
that meant a lot to me. And so I did some like research about you. I watched like interviews from the people I interview to like help prepare myself to get into it, you know. I also I uh sorry.
It's okay.
Social awkwardness. I know you worked for a German cruise ship company. Can you tell us about that a little bit? Like right after college? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I it's actually a crazy story. I went to school for theater and then I got hurt doing musical theater, which I didn't know was a thing. And I had to have a crazy knee surgery when I was like 22. So I took 2 years off, got my knees redone. And the first audition back into performing was a cruise ship gig. I auditioned on Tuesday. My surgeons were like, you can dance again. Wednesday, I went to the audition, and by Sunday, I was flying to Germany to start rehearsals. So to me, it just felt like fate. But it was really cool working the in Europe. They're really artsy and they really let you experiment. And it was honestly, I worked for this company for about 2 years. I saw over 30 countries in like a year and a half on the ships, which was amazing. Um, and that's where I started writing music. It's where I went through my first breakup and where I started writing just therapeutically. And I had an amazing team of managers and other performers on the boats that would push me to perform the music on the boat and for the guests. And that's what kind of sparked me into becoming my own artist. So I really owe the company is called Aida Cruise Lines, and I owe them a huge part of my career.
Yeah, I love that. Like,
Yeah.
sometimes like I'll write songs, like I get ideas for songs in my head, but they just never become fully fledged, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's nice when you have someone that's like, oh, this song is good. You should perform it tonight. And when you're on a cruise ship, and
Mhm.
it's not like you have to worry about finding a band or finding a stage. Like if the manager says get up on stage, you get up on stage on a boat, someone's bound to walk by and hear you. So it was like, it kind of gave me a built-in audience to really form like who I was as an artist. So it really was crazy helpful for me.
Yeah, so like moving on again. You recently, this past spring, you were on The Voice. Hello, and you got to be on Kelsey Ballerini's team. That was really really
Yes.
cool. Like, what was it like when she was like her one and only replay on you? Like, how was tell us about like the blind audition process as a whole.
I mean, I could talk about The Voice until I'm blue in the face. And especially the blinds day. I mean, a little bit of behind the scenes tea. The blinds process is a lot longer than it looks like on TV. So there's a lot more. There's like weeks and months of preparation and the casting process. Like, so just for people, whether they get chair turns or not, just making it to the blinds is like a massive thing. Like you are picked to be amongst the 100 best singers chosen by The Voice that year. But the blinds process is crazy and it's really scary. That day, I always say like, if I get nervous or anxious in real life now, I'll look in the mirror and I'm like, if you can get through blinds day, you can get through this. So it's like, it was, it's the most exciting thing in the world because you're like, if this goes well, this could change my life. I can sing in front of these people. And for me, it was such a childhood and adulthood dream just to get there that you're just so grateful to get on that stage. But then you're also like, ooh, I really want this to go well. Like your brain is just doing gymnastics doesn't even cover it. Your brain is just going, going, going. Like a little behind the scenes, like before I went on stage, we have people that help warm us up and get us ready. And rather than sitting and or standing and warming up my voice, she turned off the lights and lit some candles and just let me lie on the floor in the warm up room just so I could like center myself and get myself together. And then yeah, and then it all happened. So what saved me that day from like a mental health point of view was like I just started looking around and laughing and just like feeding into the pure joy of the moment rather than the fear of it and was just like I did it no matter what. I made it here, so let's just try to smile. And because when you're nervous you get so tense and like almost mad. And it was like I should be smiling, so let's try to laugh and enjoy this. And then gosh, yeah, getting up there, the whole experience of blinds was just crazy. I never expected a chair turn to happen that quick. I felt like the way the song was structured, all the big notes were at the end. So I was kind of like, all right, I was prepared to like, I might have to sing to some backs for a while. So when Michael turned so quick, it was this feeling that I had not prepared for of like, oh, I'm gonna look at this man and sing to him. Like, okay. So, which is why I'll always feel a little bit guilty for not being on Michael's team. But I really, when I found out Kelsey was a coach, it was really Kelsey or bust for me. So when she didn't turn, I was a little bummed. And then, yeah, we can talk about it. But then that magical moment with the replay was just crazy.
Yes, I love that. Like, you know, when I struggle with something like really, really hard for my college, like I'll always think of that replay moment and it really helps me.
Oh,
It's one of my coping skills. So
I love that that could do that
yeah.
for you. I'll be honest, it does it for me too. If I'm feeling like going through something, if I pull that video up, it does the same thing for me. It like revives me of who I am and what I've done. And like, my mom, if I'm being like, I'm feeling a little confused or what to do with this song or this show. And she'll be like, don't forget, Kelsey Ballerini told you, you are fantastic and you're getting this. The other crazy thing is, this is, I guess, a little more behind the scenes tea is that we didn't know what the replay was when it filmed. So I didn't
Oh.
know just because of when the show films and when it airs. So I didn't know when that happened, I didn't know what that meant. Like I saw that the runway lit up with Kelsey's name. So I was like, am I on her team now? I didn't realize that she used it to fight for me. I thought I was going to have to sing the song again, which I really didn't want to do in
Oh
that moment,
no.
So I really didn't know what it means, but I thank God they edited it down, but John really kind of explained like here's what happened and also it's never been used in this way, so this is history right now. So then your brain is like for someone who watches a lot of reality TV and a lot of big I'm like chronically online viral moments when you're like, oh my God, I'm in a TV moment right now. Your brain is just like, okay, stay present, stay focused. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, recently I faced a rejection from the other singing show, and I smiled through it, you know.
That's the way to do it.
I
I
feel
have
like
also been rejected from that other singing show, so it's okay.
yeah, I feel proud of the way I handled it. I was like telling all my friends, I got rejected with like the biggest smile on my face, you know.
Well,
You
it
know.
takes a lot of guts to even just put yourself out there for that. So like you did it. There's so many people that I've
Mhm.
met, especially the last year or the last whatever, 6 months since being on a show that are like every day I get texts from friends, can I have some advice? I'm gonna audition, or like, oh, I wish I could do it. And like most people don't take the leap to actually apply for it and actually do it. So you did that.
Aw,
So
I'm flattered. And then the battle, you were against Jessica Manalo. You guys did a
yes.
Chaperone. I love
Yes.
Chapel. She's like gonna
Same.
be honestly, my Spotify rap this year. If you see an artist named Chapel Roan top it, don't act surprised. Don't pretend to be shocked, please.
Same.
Yeah,
I
and
think my
like
last year was Chapel and Kelsey.
yeah, yeah, and like Hosier was my top artist last year because I was like hyper fixated on him, and Taylor Swift
Yeah.
was like came in second, and Maggie Rogers was in third. Like musically, those were my hyper fixations from
Ugh, I
last
love
year.
Maggie Rogers.
Same, she's so underrated. I wanted to see
Yes.
her. I wanted to see her at Madison Square Garden, but I never had the chance to get tickets, and my parents did not know enough of her songs to go.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Yeah, I was like 16 at the time, 17, so I'm 18 now. I don't feel like an adult. Like as you can
Baby,
tell,
I'm
like
over.
I'm wearing a Powerpuff Girl
I
sweater to
love
prove
it.
it.
I'm currently in my apartment that I live alone in New York, and I'm over 30, and I also don't feel like an adult. So that, but
Yeah.
battles were amazing. Battles were really amazing. Like to get to when Kelsey assigned Chapel, I really like when you're on a show like this, it's hard to know where you stand. Like, do they understand me? Do they know who I am as an artist? And then when I found out I got Chapel, I mean, the footage is somewhere. I screamed and like hit the floor. A, because I was like, oh my God, I'm singing the most iconic song in the world right now on TV. And B, it was like they get me. Like Chapel is a type of music that I make and I release on my own. Like that genre her type of music is the type of music I want to make. So it was like I felt so seen. And then also for me and Jessica to both be queer artists. singing a queer artist on national television was just like, that was crazy. That was like a really, even though it didn't full air in its entirety, it still was a magical moment to have.
I love like the queer representation. I'm proudly biromantic asexual myself. I always joke that I want to be the autistic Chapel Roan a little bit.
I love
you
that.
know, you know what she's done for the queer community. I want to do the same for the disabled community someday.
Yeah. I mean, the
Yeah.
representation I think is was one of the biggest wins of doing The Voice. And like, I'm so inspired by artists like Chapel who are so just authentically themselves, and like hearing from friends and coworkers and colleagues that like as someone that I do like private gigs with and like wedding gigs with commented on my blind audition and they were like, whoa, the Dan that's on that big stage is exactly who we see at a wedding. And it was like, that's who I want to be and make sure I'm being, myself. But like that, the representation for all of our communities, I think is just so important. Like I'm always like, if I'm making the little version of me proud, I'm doing something right. And I feel like Good Luck Babe.
Amen.
Yes. When we were dividing when you're working on battles, you're always switching up who's singing what part, whatever, whatever. And there was a switch up about who was going to sing You Can Kiss 100 Boys in Bars. And I think at one point Kelsey was like, I would really like you to sing that. And I was like, it would also mean a lot to me to sing that on national television to sing about kissing boys. I was like, because me at 12 years old would never have believed could do that, So
Yeah, I
that
came
was
out
really
as bi.
special.
I came out as bi when I was in middle school. I was 13. I was in the GSA in high
Wow.
school all 4 years. So
Amazing.
yeah, and like I feel like with like disability, especially the one I have, it's really stigmatized. Like especially
Yeah.
right now, like there's a lot of stigma surrounding like autism, which is my primary disability. It's crazy.
Yeah. The representation it's so important. And I was really grateful to have that moment of just, yeah. And to share it with Jessica was really special.
Yeah, and I actually have a surprise to share. So basically, I'm thing called a cover concert. I chose to sing your version of "Good Luck, Babe," but
Oh
I'm doing my own spin on it.
oh my gosh, that's amazing. I can't wait to hear it. You have to tag me in it.
Yeah, of course I will.
Yes.
It's on November 24th at 7.
Definitely tag me in the
Yeah.
videos. I want to see.
Yes, I've been like rehearsing it all the time. It's not even funny. That's how excited I am.
It's Good Luck, Babe. It's a hard song. Like when I first got it, I was like, oh,
Yeah.
nice. I get to sing Chapel. And then I was like, this
I
is
know,
hard to sing.
I'm like your version. It's in the same key as your version, but I'm singing some
Oh,
parts up the
cool.
octave. I'm singing some of your parts up the octave because my voice is a little higher than yours.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I'm like changing, switching gears, but like
I'm
I'm
so
saying, you
excited.
like really like it's fine, it's cool. Then you go like, when you wake up next to him in the middle of the night, like that's what I'm doing.
Yes, you sound amazing already.
Oh my god! Yeah! Like,
And I'm
and then
honored you're doing that version because it's so funny. When I recorded that, I texted Jessica and I was like, wow, this is so much harder to sing without you because I was used to having her, I sing a little bit, take a break, she sings. I was like, ooh, it's a lot more to sing when it's just yourself.
yeah, I mean, then the knockouts was when you got sent home. Womp womp. You
Yes.
did
Bow, bow.
impossible.
But what
Yeah,
a
I
way to
loved
go
that.
out.
Yeah, I loved that performance.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, the knockouts were when I got on the show, really all I wanted was to make a team. That was like my goal. And then once I started doing well, I was like, oh, okay, maybe I'll make some more goals. And I really, because I had done two big, loud, upbeat pop songs, I was like, I really just hope before I go, because I wasn't really there to win. I was there to just represent and, make it long enough to make an impression. And I was like, if I could just make it long enough to get to do a big emotional ballad, I feel like I would have at least been able to show everything I can do. So when I found that I was singing Impossible, I was like, I was like, uh-oh, this might be the end because this feels like a really big song to do in the middle of the competition. But I was so honored to do that. And Kelsey was really, really helpful in creating it and really working on the arc and the emotion of it. And it just I think that is I've actually never sang that song since I left the show because I think it's just the most proud I've ever been of a performance. And I love it that it just lives as it is. I actually am singing it at an event in October, but that'll be the first time I sing it in over a year.
Wow, like,
Yeah.
what event? Oh,
It's actually at a, so this is crazy. I sing at weddings, I sing at private events and corporate events and fundraisers, galas. It's kind of like my day job. And someone is getting married that is a fan of The Voice, and they're bringing me in to sing Impossible at their wedding, which is really exciting.
oh my God, that's
I
awesome!
know. I
Like,
don't know if it's quite like a wedding song, but I'm excited to get to sing it again with the big
very
band. So
corny, I know. So,
yeah, but
and then like I remember like meeting you at the Voice reunion concert was genuinely one of the best days of my
yes.
life.
Oh, we were so happy you were there.
Yeah, of course. Like I literally like, my dad took me and I mean, I had to take public transportation cuz like parking in the city sucks sometimes
Oh my
and
gosh, it's the worst.
yeah, I live in a tiny suburb called New Rochelle if you've ever been.
Oh yeah, I've been there.
Oh my God, what? No
Yeah.
way. That's where
Yeah,
I grew
yeah.
up.
Oh, cool, cool, cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
born
have
and
family
raised.
up in like Yonkers and all over upstate.
Wow.
Well, upstate-ish, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I know, like the common New York myth, anything north of Yonkers is upstate. Yeah, I don't believe
Exactly.
that. Yeah, and I loved that concert so much. Like, it was better than like that was my Lollapalooza.
Honestly, same. It was so when I even when we were there filming the show, I was like, I am gonna want to do some type of reunion concert. I just love, and that venue I had produced a queer music festival at 2 summers ago. So they reached out to me to just come and do a concert there post Voice, and I was like, yes, I'm down. They gave me the date. It was supposed to just be Dan Kiernan from The Voice doing a show there. And then I was talking to my best friends from the show, Emily McGill and Cornelius Versa, and was like, what if we did this together? And then, the more I got talking to my other best friend, I was talking to Paige and Tatum and Brooke, and like, then it just spiraled into this like thing of like, why don't we just like get a bunch of people together? And, it's, we never really get to hear each other sing. On The Voice, it's very, you're rehearsing with the team or you're with the band. So it was like such a magical thing to hear. Even like the day before, we did like a long rehearsal because everyone flew in the day before. We did this long rehearsal, and even just like hearing everybody do their songs was like, wow. I mean, obviously everyone's so good, but getting to hear it live and then, yeah, we had a really good time. Getting to be back together again was really, really cool.
Yeah, like
And the Team Kelsey medley, that was like one of my dream moments.
oh
That
my
was really
God, that was
cool.
really awesome. Like,
Yeah.
uh, oh my God, what was I gonna say? Yeah, the Queer Music Festival. I was at the Jersey Shore when that happened this year. I was really sad when I missed it because I'm probably queer, so
Yeah. I started about almost 3 years ago now. We used to be a monthly music festival. We perform at different venues throughout New York. And then when I had to leave to film The Voice, we kind of had to reconfigure it. We also used to be called Queerchella, and we got in trouble from Coachella. So I had to so now we just go by the New York City Queer Music Festival, but in person we're like, it's called Coachella.
you
But we can't
know,
say that.
yeah, that's my dream. One of my dream places to perform at one
Me
day.
too. Me too.
I'd love to sing at the Queer Music Festival, not Coachella.
Oh, a
Too
Queerchella.
overstimulating.
Yeah.
Yeah, too overstimulating for me for Coachella.
Oh, I always say I could
Yeah.
only do Coachella or like a music festival if I was like playing it. I could never go. I would be so overwhelmed and
Yeah.
also very overstimulated by the
Especially because like
crowds,
I'm
the
like
people, the heat.
I'm very, very neurodivergent, so
Yeah.
yeah.
I always say I could play it as long as I was, or I could go if I was playing it. Then you get to like watch from
Yeah.
backstage.
I'd love
I'm
to sing
assuming
at
there's some air conditioning.
I'd love to sing at the Queer Music Festival someday. That'd be a dream come true, you
Well, we'll have to
know.
talk about that when we bring it back at some point.
Yeah!
Hopefully, hopefully we'll do a big festival again soon.
Yeah,
Because it
like
was a
I
really
already
big part of when I was originally auditioning for The Voice. They were really interested in that as part of my story. And, we worked with over 150 queer artists in about 2 years. So it's like a lot. It's a big part of my platform is uplifting other artists, so I've kind of had to be not selfish, but really focused on my career over the last 6 months. So now it's like, okay, let's remember I also, big part of who I am is uplifting other artists. So yeah,
yeah.
we'll be
Like
in
I
touch
already
about that.
yeah, I already have a hypothetical set list planned, like it's
Wow. Oh, you're
crazy.
ready.
Yeah, Chapel Roan's definitely making it. Renee Rapp's definitely making it in there, you know. Like
That's like my Mount Rushmore of favorite artists. Chappell, Renee.
I love lesbians, dude. Another one of my favorite artists is Leve. I post about her sometimes. I just posted
Oh, yeah, yeah,
one of her
yeah.
songs to my stories today. I love her. My friend's going to see her tomorrow at Madison Square Garden.
Oh, cool. I think, are they also in, they're playing Nashville soon.
Yeah, they did play. Yeah, she
Yes.
just played yesterday.
Yes, yes, because my friend was thinking about going. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, which friend from The Voice?
Yes, Emily. Yeah, yeah, Emily
Emily.
McGill.
Yeah, I met her
Yeah.
too.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
my baby.
Aw.
She's like, I will say the friendships you make on The Voice are it's like getting to be an adult and going to summer camp again. Like there was just 2 seasons filmed at once. So there's 200 artists living in a hotel. So like the bonds you make are crazy. And Emily, the first day, our first meeting, we literally locked eyes from across the room and we're like, hey. And then like linked arms and we're together. We went to our first wardrobe fittings together and we really were like locked in the whole time, which was really, really special. I love her so much. I don't know if
Aw,
I would
I
have gotten
love it.
through the prep and the lead up to blinds, honestly, without her and Corn. Like they really like those friendships kept me
Yeah.
going there. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I mean, what was I gonna say? I mean, like, I love, like, oh my God, what was I gonna say? We might have to cut this out
That's
because,
okay. Take your time. It's okay.
hmm, I mean, you did Long Island Pride, which I also went to that. I went to like
Yes.
I went to 3 Pride events that day. Like I was at Tarrytown Pride in my county, Westchester. I was at
Yes.
Rockland Pride, which is also near where I grew up, Rockland County, New York. It's the county next door to Westchester. For those of you who don't know, it's across the Governor Cuomo Bridge. If you ever take it,
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, that's where I went to high school at BOCES.
Nice.
Yeah, and then Long Island Pride. I didn't see you unfortunately because I was stuck in Long Island traffic.
Yeah. Oh, baby, I almost missed my set. I was stuck in that Long Island traffic on one road. I was like, my I so that Long Island Pride was very, very special, but I wanted my whole team to be made up of my Long Island friends. So my two backup singers I've known for over 15 years. One I went to high school with, I met her at BOCES, and one I did community theater with. So when I was booked this set, I was like, okay, I definitely want backup singers. And I put something online. I had hundreds of people I was like going through. And then those two friends also do gigs together. So they were like, why don't you just have us do it? And I was like, you guys would do it? And then I had my friend who was choreographed the musicals I did growing up, choreograph the set. So it was all made up of like long-term friendships, which was really special. But anyway, we were at one of my friends lives like 5 minutes down the road. So we met there to get ready, do a quick little dress rehearsal. And the traffic just to get from her house to the festival, we were like, are we gonna make it? But yeah, so I get the traffic. But Long Island Pride, like that, I've been trying to play Long Island Pride. I've been doing my own music for about 4 or 5 years. And every year I'm like messaging Long Island Pride, like, I'm from Long Island. It would mean so much. It would mean so much. And then the day after my blind audition aired, this amazing man who works for the company reached out and was like, okay, you're amazing. We have to get you on the lineup this year. And I was like, finally, so it meant a lot to me. Like growing up on Long Island, I didn't come out until I left Long Island to go to college. So growing up in the 2000s, it
So maybe
wasn't,
like around my age.
yeah, I was about, I mean, like senior year of high school, people like knew. I think people always knew, but I wasn't really comfortable telling my family until I was away. Because, growing up, I always say I was in school like before Glee. So like there wasn't a lot of representation and there just weren't out people at my high school. So it wasn't a thing. So I used to feel that Long Island was very much a place where I couldn't be myself when I was younger. So then to come back and headline at Long Island Pride, sing my songs from the show, like have this great response from the crowd, it really was like a really, really profound day for me. And that really meant a lot. That was really cool.
Yeah, recently on my Instagram stories, I joked that My Little Pony made me queer, you know? Yeah, because like I grew up like in the 2010s when that was like a really popular fandom to be
Yes.
in.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like the brony fandom was immense back then.
I'm trying to think what like I feel like my version of that would be like Sailor Moon growing up.
Oh
Do you know
yeah!
Sailor Moon?
I love Sailor Moon. That was one of my favorite shows as a kid.
So I'm
So
probably old enough that when it was originally on, I used to wake up. My mom always says I would wake up like an hour before school so I could watch it on whatever channel it was on, Cartoon Network, I guess, before
yeah, I
school.
love
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah,
Iconic.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
speaking of Cartoon Network, I have this shirt, the Powerpuff Girls. I love the
Period.
Powerpuff Girls.
I love it.
Yeah. I thought you would approve as a 90s baby. I thought you would
Baby,
approve of
I
it.
love it. I love it.
Yeah. Anyways, we have like 2 minutes left. Ask me anything.
Okay.
It's that segment of the show.
Okay, I thought about this. If, as a fellow singer, if you could go on The Voice tomorrow, I have two questions. What would be your dream blind audition song? And who would be your dream coach?
Oh
Whether they've been a coach or
no.
not, it could be anybody.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I'd probably of course I'd sing Pink Pony Club. Like,
I knew it.
the questions it's like there's like this question online where you like get asked to like sing a song at gunpoint or something. It's like
Yeah,
that
yeah,
would
yeah,
be my
yeah.
Like I'd love to have like
I almost
chaperone.
wrote it down so I could prove to you that I knew you were going to say Pink Pony Club because I knew you were going to say that.
Yes.
Okay, and who would your
Yeah.
dream coach be?
That's hard. Like I'll probably say Kelsey, honestly. That's what,
Work.
came first to me.
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
Chapel.
Yes! Yeah, it's definitely going to be a Chapel Gracie year on my Spotify rap. When I say Gracie, I'm referring to Gracie Abrams.
Of course.
Yeah, I love the video where she sings Dancing on My Own with Robin at Lollapalooza, Gracie Abrams.
Yes, I love that song. I sang that at a gig this weekend. I love that
Oh my god.
song.
I watch that video every night, dude. It's like a
It's so
bedtime
good.
ritual. Yeah, like I'm obsessed.
It's so good.
Yeah. Like, you know.
Yeah.
Mm, what else do you have?
I don't know. Those are my main questions for you. Do you have anything else you want to know, or any more tea, or anything I can spill?
Uh, not really. Like, I have to go back to school tomorrow,
Well,
unfortunately.
exactly. But this is so fun. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah,
I'm very honored to be one of your first guests.